Hello, everybody, and welcome! Via popular demand by an overwhelming majority of my fans, the next Let's Play for the channel will be Pokemon Emerald. So, a few quick things while I'm getting started here. First and foremost, I will be using PK Hex throughout the adventure. Don't worry, I won't be, hacking Master Balls or anything of the sort in the game. I will be doing everything legitimately. I will simply be using PK Hex to alter Pokemon to give them the natures that I desire. Nothing beyond that. I'm not going to change any major move sets or anything like that outside of things that you can get in the game. I'm not going to add TMs, key items, Master Balls, excessive healing items, etc. Secondly, the playthrough will be consisting of the Elite Four champion, all the gyms, obviously, and I will also be capturing all of the legendary Pokemon. That means the Regis, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, and one of the Lottie twins. And I might also do the event legendaries, but I am saving those for separate videos that will probably be already out by the time this video comes out. So, Pokemon Emerald is my second or third favorite Pokemon game of all time. I have replayed this game way more times than I ever need to be played. Also, real quick, my starter for this adventure, normally I go with Mudkip, but in this case I'm going to go with Torchic because I really do need a fire type, and there's only 3 fire types in the game outside of Torchic, and that's fucking Magmar, rather. Okay, 4. Camerupt, Torkoal, Magcargo, and Ninetales. And while I like Ninetales just fine, I really don't care for the other 3. Although Camerupt does have great attacking stats and pretty good coverage moves. Main problem with him, though, is that he has a glaring 4 times weakness to water types. And unlike Primal Groudon, doesn't have a way to, defend against it. Real quick, I'll go ahead and check the Torchic, too. Oh, Hasty Nature. Okay, cool. I actually won't be changing that nature, then, because that's actually kind of what I was aiming for. I liked my Blaziken to be faster than normal. Also, for beginners, if you go ahead and talk to this person here, they will give you a free potion. You can also go back into the PC and go into your PC and remove a potion as well. So you can get 2 free potions right off the bat before you even leave the first round. I'm going to do just a little bit of training, though, real quick, while I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, this game has a tremendous amount of memories for me. I've been playing this game since high school, I want to say. It seems a bit weird to say high school, considering my age, but... Gen 3 was like my true introduction into the Pokemon universe, more so than the Stadium games, because obviously the Stadium games weren't full-fledged Pokemon games. They were kind of their own separate thing. But I wasn't exposed to Generation 1 to start with. I was exposed to Generation 3. And my first Pokemon game for Generation 3 was actually Pokemon Colosseum, and then followed soonly by XD Gale of Darkness, which I obviously love to death. It is my favorite game ever made, still to this day, just from all the crazy, ridiculous nostalgia I have for the game. But my first main series Pokemon game was a cartridge containing Pokemon Emerald. Pokemon Emerald. My mother, back when I was in early high school, had purchased for me, over the internet on eBay, a $15 or so cartridge of Pokemon Emerald, which, at the time, we did not know was a fake cartridge. And if you guys know anything about some of the bootleg Pokemon Emerald or whatever cartridges, then you might know that... Then you might know that they do not have very good synergy, if at all, with the console games Colosseum and XD. And one of the things that I had my mom buy Platinum for was I wanted to have a Rayquaza, bought Emerald for. I think I said Platinum. One of the reasons I had her buy that for me was because I wanted to use a Rayquaza in Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. So, on one of my many different trades, everything was going smoothly until For some strange reason, and I think this was more a fault of my GameCube and the Game Boy adapter I had, rather than the actual game itself, but the game had frozen. My disc froze, and as a result of the freezing, I had to turn the game off when it said, saving, do not turn off the power, so you can pretty much guess what the fuck happened after that. The save file became corrupted, and all of my data from the game, 30 plus hours of adventuring, was gone. What was worse, though, is that I had basically fallen into a endless cycle of insanity by that point, because I continued, over and over again over the course of early high school in my 10th grade year, do nothing but play Pokemon Emerald on my Game Boy Micro, begging myself to be able to play the game, and get it beaten so that I can play XD with it. Now here's the thing, though, about that. It deleted itself every single time I tried. Every time I would beat the Elite Four, the game deleted itself. I did this at least 30 times before I broke the game in half, stormed through the counselor's office of my high school, and basically threw a gigantic fucking childish baby temper tantrum and ran out of the school. So, yeah, that's kind of my starting history of Emerald, because, I became so well acquainted with the game that I acquired a very healthy love and respect for it. I love Pokemon Emerald to this day. I play it on my phone a lot. I have an emulator on my phone that I play it with. I actually really want to get a frickin' Game Boy Micro again, just for the sake of playing Emerald on the go again. Like, with an actual Game Boy. Because those are some of the fondest memories of my childhood. By the way, right now I'm going to be looking for a Ralts for the next few minutes. And as you can probably have already guessed, fast forward will be used liberally throughout this adventure. Simply because it makes the game a lot easier to go through, and it makes some of these slower, grindy moments a lot easier to handle, too. Hopefully I can find a frickin' Ralts, though, for... Ralts has a somewhere between a 2 and a 5% encounter rate on this route in Emerald. And if you couldn't tell, yes, Gardevoir will be one of my main team members through this adventure. So that'll be fun. Liberal use of the move Hidden Power will probably be done throughout the playthrough. You really only get one Hidden Power TM in Four Tree City, but I always love having Hidden Power on my Pokemon, which is kind of why I made that video about Sword and Shield not having Hidden Power in the first place. So I will be getting Hidden Power moves on my Pokemon. Oh, Lotad. Scratch not gonna kill you? Okay, good. I'm gonna... Ooh. I always like deciding my final team before I really go too far in the game. Gardevoir is always on my Pokemon Emerald teams, no matter what no matter what starter I choose, no matter what other members. Gardevoir is my favorite Pokemon, and Pokemon Emerald is the reason she's my favorite Pokemon. Ironically enough, I call Gardevoir a she now because I only get them female, but what's weirder to me is that my very first ever Gardevoir was actually a male from Pokemon XL Darkness. It was a male with a calm nature and the Synchronize ability. I remember that all too commonly because I remember leveling it up to 100 in XDL Darkness, and then I transferred him up into Platinum, where I was trying to search for Starlies that had adamant natures, but with Gardevoir at the front, and I didn't really put two and two together that my Gardevoir, also, Ralts, awesome, my Gardevoir was actually causing them to not be adamant natured. They were actually causing them to frickin' be, it was actually causing the, fuck, what am I trying to say? Its Synchronize ability was causing all of the Starlies to have a calm nature, and I thought my game was broken because of it, because I didn't know what Synchronize did at the time. Now I know that Synchronize is pretty much like my best friend when it comes to getting specific Pokemon I want. So that's cool and all. I also have this weird, like, rule where I prefer to get Pokemon female only. I honestly don't really have a justification for it anymore. It's something that I started doing back in Pokemon Platinum, and I really never stopped. But anyway, I will be catching all the Pokemon that I will be using for the majority of my playthrough. I will be catching all of them on screen. And I'll try to catch as many Pokemon in general that I can find. Feebas will not be caught unless I get stupidly lucky, which would be funny though. I already have a whole video on that that surprisingly has 38,000 views, which I was really shocked by. I do know a lot of people can't figure out where the fuck to get Feebas, but I didn't know 30,000 people would actually watch it. Oh. I'm gonna try not to super speed through everything, but in the beginning towns, there's really not much. For example, most of the guys and girls you can talk to in the game are just flavor text. Occasionally, you'll come across a couple people that will have items that you can use. Usually healing items. Occasionally a held item or two, like a Razor Claw or something. Or a Quick Claw, rather. So I will try to make an effort to actually talk to most of the NPCs so you guys can kind of get a feel for, just in general what's where, I guess. Also, don't want to use just, yeah, you're not a trainer. You're a trainer, though. There we go. Now, Ralts, when you first catch it, does not have any attacking moves. It only knows Growl. Which, trust me, from my early experiences with the game, is a pain in the butt. Hold on. I actually need Ralts to get experience. See, I expect me to be doing a lot of switching out and stuff. You know, I'll probably try to do that, try to do the level grinding on screen instead of leaving it exclusively to off-screen shenanigans. Just so you guys can kind of see a little bit more. I don't know, I love this game, but I've played it so many times that I speed through it a lot. And I don't just mean with the speed up function, I mean like I just rush through the game. I can beat the whole game in under 10 hours. And that's without PK Hex, for crying out loud. I think there might be something over here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just go ahead and... I'll just go ahead and go ahead. Hold on. There's some Pokemon that I might want to capture. I know that Wingull is here. Don't want to male Wingull. Ah, crap. Oh, wait. Meryl. I don't want to male Meryl. Meryl is an okay early route water type. If you catch one with the huge power ability, it can actually be pretty useful. But even then, I mean, water is a special type in Pokemon Generations 2 and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Why are there so many male Meryls? Are they all male roll? Oh god, that was terrible. I think my biggest issue with Ralts soon, though, is going to be... This is an issue that I have with a lot of times when I use Ralts, and be wary of this in case you decide to use her as well. Team Magma and Team Aqua tend to use a good amount of Dark-type Pokemon. Particularly the Poochyena line, and Gardevoir can't do anything to them. The only real way to do anything to the Poochyena line, for Gardevoir specifically, is either to have a special hidden power for it specifically, or to give it something that's at least a powerful move that it can use against it, something like, obviously, Thunderbolt or the Elemental Punches. However, the Elemental Punches can't even be wielded until post-game when you get to the Battle Frontier. Oh, that's another thing. I might, depending on fan demand, touch upon the Battle Frontier a little bit here and there, but I make no promises on that because, for the record, I'm not very interested in the Battle Frontier. I've never really cared for it very much, although I would have loved to have it come back in certain generations. Would have given the, what the... Yeah, I guess? I am a Pokemon fan. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that. You're not into it right now? Anytime is good, man. Okay, I don't know what that was, but that was weird. I've never done that before. Again, this should tell you how much I speed through this game that I never even realized that was a thing. This is Wally's uncle, I believe, by the way. Can't remember. Let me see. Yeah, just right now I'm just trying to basically artificially lengthen the videos. Primarily because Emerald I can beat super fast. Especially with PK Hex, because PK Hex just completely nullifies my need to level grind. But for the sake of the Let's Play, I will do the grinding on screen for the most part. Unless it's like a really big grinding session. Also, if you ever come across these little trees here, make sure to pick the berries on them. And this goes for the physical cartridge as well as an emulator like I'm using. If the internal battery is dead, or if the ROM does not recognize an internal battery being present, you will not be able to grow berries, because the only way you grow berries is via the internal battery keeping the time. And without the timekeeping, you can't grow berries. Oh. This is something that's going to be useful for me. Halo is something I also use a lot for the first gym, or the second gym, I mean. For the first gym, I always try to get a water type, which is why I would almost exclusively pick Mudkip as my starter. But Torchic, although it is the worst of the three to use against the first gym, it is a half-fighting type when you evolve it into Combustion, which I never recommend going after the first gym in a Pokemon region without evolving your starter to the first stage. It's probably the reason why I never had that many issues against Brock's gym in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Fire Red and Leaf Green, because I always evolved it into Charmeleon before I ever fought against him. In fact, in Fire Red and Leaf Green, it's pretty much required because of Metal Claw that you get access to. Alright, let's see if I can at least get through this forest and get to Rustboro City before I call this a video. Oh, fuck, I forgot about our stupid forward source. Also, interesting thing, you can rebattle these trainers later, and if you use the move Thief or Covet on their Zigzagoon, you will actually receive a Nugget, which is a item that you can sell for 5,000 Pokédollars. Now, granted, we don't get the Thief TM machine for a little while, but that's just something that you can do if you feel the need to do so. I don't know if the Nugget respawns, however. That I would have to check. Also, make sure you look out for areas of grass that just have big open holes in them, because 9 times out of 10, they're going to contain some type of item for you. Ah, Silcoon. No. Weird thing about with the Silcoon line, too, while I'm just kind of breezing through this, the Silcoon and the Cascoon line in general, Silcoon and Cascoon have some sort of weird personality value thing that determines where... Because if you have Wormhole, and you try to evolve it into Silcoon or Cascoon, there's a weird personality value that is a hidden value that even PK Hex can't find, that will determine which of the two it'll evolve into. And if you don't capture a Silcoon or Cascoon in the wild, you have no idea which of the two your Wormhole will evolve into until it evolves. Which is probably why they actually give you access to capture both of them in the forest where Wormhole is in the first place. Right now I'm just kind of looking for both of them, because I figure I might as well expand my team arsenal to include pretty much everybody. Shroomish is something I use quite a lot in my Adventures of XD Yellow Darkness, but I don't typically use her in Emerald simply because in XD in particular, I need the ability to use False Swipe and Spore on the same Pokemon to capture Pokemon in that game, which is pretty much the whole point of XD. However, that's not really as crucial in Emerald. So I usually keep it off my team. Oh my god, this Cascoon is not wanting to get in the ball. Come on, cooperate. Thank you! Alright. I guess we're doing Pokemon collecting today. I'm trying. Alright. I think I'll just... There's also a Slack-Off in here. Slack-Off evolves into Slacking eventually, and it has one of the worst abilities in the entire series, but it is one of the strongest Pokemon as well, on par with Groudon and Kyogre. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have to do level grinding, obviously. Oh, Gardevoir can defend herself, or Rolf's can defend herself now. Yeah, I will be using PK Hex later. after the first video, I'll use Pika Hex, and then I will pick back up with the next video of just exploring more of the forest and trying to capture as many Pokemon as I can. I guess I'll kind of make that like the mission here. Gotta catch them all, so to speak. Gyms are nice. Of course, that's our main goal. But capturing other Pokemon sounds cool, too. Although Feebas can go fuck itself. Ah, there's a Slakoth. Let me see if I can catch you. Let me see if I can catch you. I definitely don't want to fucking use a Great Ball on your ass. Slakoth itself is not a good Pokemon, but Vigoroth is not too bad. Also grab some Oran Berries over here, and some Cherry Berries right here. Also, if you talk to this kid right here, he will give you the Bullet Seed TM, which is a Grass-type TM machine that hits 2 to 5 times in succession. I believe also if you talk to one of the ladies in here, they will give you the Whalmer Pail, I think it's called? What is it? Which one of them gives it to you? Maybe it's the young one. Oh no, she gives you a Chesto Berry. You want some candy, apparently. Fortune to give the flower, the more beautiful they bloom. Wall, there we go. She gives you the Whalmer Pail. That is essential to growing berries in the region. You need to approach the berries, soft and lonely soil, la 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 la. Pour water in it, and it will grow a berry. Over here, we got a hidden Pokeball, a hidden potion, and there's also 2 other hidden items over here. Actually, just one. Right there? There we go. Super Potion. This route up here, this part of the route has the same Pokemon as the south part of the route. So if you kind of want to avoid it, you can. You don't actually have to come up anywhere near here. I just wanted to go ahead and grab those items. Maybe since I know so much about Emerald, I'll probably show a little bit more in Emerald as I do in some other Pokemon games I play. Considering I know pretty much all of the hidden items and hidden areas in the game by heart. I mean, the fact that I knew exactly where pretty much every hidden thing is so far without ever looking at a guidebook. It's just I've played Pokemon Emerald from start to finish so many damn times. Also, I'm gonna keep, I have a feeling that Pokemon Emerald should probably be a little bit shorter for the videos than normal. God, every fucking Meryl is a dude. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna actually... This video will be the exception, but the rest of the videos in the Let's Play will probably be about 12 to 16 minutes, no more. I don't really want to burn out with Emerald, because I can do a lot. Maybe I should also, like, not fast forward through everything. Because, I mean, I've realized that me trying to talk about the game is making me talk about things way faster than I normally would. Also running out of embers. I also noticed that the animation is smoother than usual. Maybe it's just because I play this game so often at just ridiculously high speeds that I'm not used to seeing it at normal pace anymore. Oh wait, I have a Chesto Berry. I think. Yes, only one though. So I can use that to wake up Ralts. I'm gonna give an Oran Berry to Ralts, and I'm also gonna give one to Torchic. Let's go ahead and heal Ralts and heal. Actually, Torchic doesn't do it. It's just for this double battle right here. This is the first double battle in the game, and it is the only double battle that you, well, aside from the gym, the 7th gym, that you absolutely cannot avoid. You can avoid it in Ruby and Sapphire, but you can't avoid it in Emerald, and I don't really understand why. I definitely need to use... I might as well just knock that fucker out. Take out C-Dot, get out of my way. It's not really necessary to be in my way now. Alright. Leaf. Let's get out of here. There's another trainer here. I'll probably battle him next video. What do you have to say, old lady? Money, soul, mature, kind of berry in the same spot. Okay, she gives us another Chesto Berry. Okay, cool. That's neat. Also right here are Lepa berries, which are the most useful berries in a normal playthrough because they are ethers. And also 2 more cherry berries. And if you don't know what an ether is, in this game, ether is an item that increases or replenishes the power points of a move by a max of 10. There are max ethers, elixirs, and max elixirs. Ether and elixir increase either one or all the moves, replenish rather, by 10 PP, and then max ether, max elixir increase all the way for both. Let's see. Now we're in Rustboro. Neat little town, pretty quaint. This house has one of the worst names I've ever heard in my life. The Cutter's House. I get that that's to tell you that there's something here that you might want to talk to about, but I don't know. But either way, in this guy's home, we meet this gentleman here. He is, in fact, the Cutter. He is a lumberjack guy, and he gives us our first HM, the HM for cut, which is by far the most hated HM in the entire series, at least by me in particular. Cut and Rock Smash can both die. But at least Rock Smash was changed later on to be a TM machine in Generation 2. It was a TM in Gen 2, an HM in Gen 3, an HM in Gen 4, and then a TM in Gen 5 again. But Cut has always been a damn HM, and I hate it. Because it's so unnecessary, honestly. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and explore a little bit more of the town in the next video. I'm going to go ahead and PK Hex a few things. Just change around some stats to make sure my Pokemon have the appropriate stats that I want them to have and things of that nature. But nothing too drastic besides that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any ideas for content, please leave suggestions in the comment section down below. And support me on... follow me on Twitter. If you guys want any updates about content. And until next time, this has been ZDS, making good fun one video at a time. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.